So what is water worth? In drought-stricken California, it is clearly worth a lot, but you'd never guess by the price of it because it's so cheap. Jane Wells has more from Oroville, California.
You are looking at what's being called the cheapest water in the country, and it's in California. How can that be?
We have an abundance of stored water.
Here in this pocket, in the middle of a state seemingly running out of water, the South Feather Water and Power Agency has more water than it needs to service its 7,000 customers near the town of Oroville. South Feather's two reservoirs were originally built as part of a hydroelectric plant, and that electricity is sold to PG&E, subsidizing 60% of the water's cost to residents. So for every unit of water, or about 750 gallons, that customers use, they pay 42 cents. How much do you pay for water?
It's about $22 a month, and I have 3 teenagers, and then my husband and we also raise 4-H animals.
I think we're very fortunate to live in this part of the state.
Not everyone in Oroville is so lucky. There are 3 water agencies here. Nearby Lake Oroville is seriously depleted, and only South Feather has rights to the cheap stuff.
Well, I think it's wrong. Let's even it out a little bit.
Here's the difference. Decades ago, the folks at South Feather thought ahead. They built reservoirs and a power plant when you could do that in California. Upstream, with senior water rights, they're first in line for the water.
Our reservoirs were built for our purposes independently. We're not obligated to state water contractors or anyone downstream. We believe the Constitution protects our water rights, and we will defend those water rights vigorously.
But the state is mandating cuts, and South Feather has been ordered to reduce total water usage 36%, even though any water saved will just stay in this reservoir for its own customers. At the same time, though, there is still enough cheap, clean water that Mike Glaze is pitching Oroville as an oasis for business.
Oroville has been identified as probably the best place in the state of California for biomass energy generation.
That's an industry which makes power out of the remnants of timber and needs a lot of water. Oro is Spanish for gold, and the gold rush made Oroville. Now some here hope something more necessary and perhaps more precious can revive its fortunes. For Nightly Business Report, Jane Wells, Oroville, California.